Yoski, 18th of October 2024. The Ghost of Christmas Past. My first diorama. Artsy fartsy stuff. So yeah, we'll start with context, but before that, I actually have some witness footage. So off you go, hope you enjoy. Alright, welcome back. I hope that was entertaining. A different place, a public place. But in any case, context-wise, so how this came to be. So once I was looking for actually practical and useful electronics and electrical components, one of the sellers that I'm using actually had on offer very cheaply DIY Christmas decoration blink and light kits. You know, 3 pieces of PCB, assorted components, presumably some manual how to put it together. And this stuff being very cheap, I bought a bunch of them. And, like a single one of them, not, although it depends on your aesthetic. But I had this idea that, maybe it might be nice to make something. I always wanted to make a diorama, never tried one before. And, Christmas, the spirit of sharing, trying to make other people's lives also a bit better in a way, have something to smile at the very least. So that's how the general idea has been born. Make something, put it outside, let it blink and light, and hopefully make people a bit happier. So yeah, starting with the kits themselves. Well, they are Chinese, so what you get is a Ziploc bag with 3 PCB boards, like 2 for the size of the actual tree thing, and then the base plate. Assorted components, just everything thrown in a bag, not even a single spare component in there. And the instructions, well, it's a piece of paper with a really, really low quality theoretical schematic of the thing, which is like a JPEG of a JPEG of a JPEG, then blown up twice, so that's really awful. And in terms of instructions, you get a table in Mandarin Chinese. So unfortunately, this is not an educational kit. It is not something that I would recommend to anyone who doesn't know, which way the anodes and the cathodes are and how to pull the transistor in and all those things and how to read resistor value codes. Because again, you have no spares and the instructions. This is a table. It's not even an instruction set. So yeah, and even then, I find myself fairly competent. I still managed to put one of them in a wrong way because, as an engineer, sometimes I get this affliction of making assumptions. And I made the assumptions that for the tree, it's Chinese, it should be as cheap as possible. So I assume that both of the sides will be symmetrical. We'll have the same components in the same places. I was wrong. So it still works, the wrong one, but interestingly, it's less likely that the one in the front we just put in correctly, because I realized on the second try. But in any case, the sets were the motivation to even think about it. And I've just made the trees without the bases. Well, one of them without the bases, check that it works. The wrong one, it was kind of working. So then I was thinking, well, this is electrical, it's going to need power. And I really do not want to be using cell batteries. I want to use power banks because I have power banks for days. So this is what prompted me to make a base that is hollow inside, so you can stick a power bank in it and let it run. So yeah, with having knowing that I'm gonna need to hide the power bank somewhere, this is why this is raised up. And obviously the base will be made from cardboard and hot glue, so this is the 5-ply nice sturdy cardboard. Top piece, 2 side pieces and the front piece. Now the dimensions of that, so for decorating the cardboard, I actually bought some time ago, again as a stuffer, just like the DIY kits, 2 sets of origami paper, which I have never actually done any origami, but hey, it's a nice pieces of paper. They are exactly 25 centimeters by 25 centimeters, and they come in a plethora of nice colors. So yeah, this is why this is exactly 25 by 25, because it's the one single white sheet of that origami paper, and then the veneer on the sides is from the black origami paper. So the dimensions and everything is corrected. It kind of the previous steps and the next steps and what you have, it all comes together into what you were making. So with having the base, I was thinking, well, one tree definitely wouldn't make it, would just look stupid. So a second tree was added, and again, blinken, but then I was thinking for a third tree, if I put another blinken one, that's just gonna be too much, because these can get quite, cacophonic, I would say, in the light department. So I've made a tree out of paper. So yeah, I mean, I've actually used the third of those DIYs of the PCB boards as a template to cut out. It's like a cardstock. It's not cardboard, it's like cardstock. So a stiffer paper. It's 100 grams, which is like the lowest density, the lowest weight that I have, but it was good enough just to get the mechanical strength of it. And again, origami paper to the rescue. So the green stuff is not painted, it's just another set of the templates cut out and glued on, which makes a nice third tree. And just for the artistry, and I knew that I want to have some space here to put something. When I was like putting those together, I didn't have any idea what I would actually put here, but I left the place, which is why it's like first tree, second, and a third tree in the background. So yeah, I mean, in terms of the construction that you can see here, one can of this fake spray on snow substitute thing. Actually, one can went for whole of it. It was kind of a pain in the arse not getting the LEDs covered too much, but I guess the best thing is just to spray it on. Don't bother, don't do what I've done, which is try to put masking tape on that, because putting the masking tape was super easy, taking it off was not. So I think now, having done this once, I would just spray it on and just when it's still fresh, just clean them each of them with my fingers. That would be much more hassle free. But in any case, the fake snow, and then some whatever it's called, the colorful pieces of plastic. I forgot the English word. Apologize, but it's glitter. Yeah, I remember the word. Thank you, Piotr. Yeah, so it's glitter. Just it's white glitter, just to add this magic, especially when the lights are on. You can see the reflections and stuff. And yeah, so this needs to be, those two needs to be powered. So you need to. I want to do. Yeah, so you need to accommodate for it on the bottom. And here's the funny thing, so the base plates, they are supposed to have a button, so that this stuff you can turn it on and off like a normal person with a button. Of course, we don't want this in the diorama setting, so you need to do, which is kind of funny, a bit of reverse engineering, and it's not as trivial as you would assume, because you need to put basically 2 jumpers on each of those plates to keep it always on. So again, not a set for beginners, but still fun. I mean, yeah, the 2 jumpers, it wasn't just non-trivial, that's what I remember, but it makes them always on. And then the power cables come on the bottom, and USB read, and one more thing, which I will basically rant about at the end of this video. But yeah, you have your trees, and I've added some. This means have a not merry, but just don't worry too much during the winter and Christmas and stuff. And here's my website, and here's the goddamn fake snow. And I've signed it because I like it. So yeah, and the place here, as you've seen in the witness footage, we have some touch keys from the trash can, basically. I don't know from where they are, but it's a thing, Christmas thing. And then for the Christmas Eve actual, there was a little present box gift thing. How nice is that? It's nice. And yeah, let's plug it in. And now ignore this for the moment. There will be a whole rant about it. But well, it should work. And yeah, blinking lights. So yeah. And I think if you pay attention, you will notice that this one is blinking less and less quickly and not as bright as this one, because this is the one that I've put wrong, but still works. And to be honest, I think for this setup it's actually even better, because again, this is like the front row of the magical light forest, and this is a little bit in the back, so it's more subdued, and the third one is actually off. So yeah, now to the run stuff. So you see, the thing that bothers me a lot, and I can understand it from the point of view of product design and making things for stupid people, which by the way is all of us, is that power banks, and you use them for charging, but these are basically big batteries with very convenient ports on them, so you can plug in stuff. And you would think that, I mean, you could just, like these are like barely taking any current. A huge power bank should easily take them, like power them for a month without any attention. Yeah, but that's the thing. Power banks are designed to charge stuff, and you're an idiot. So they have basically two modes of working. Either they dump all the power they can like put out without starting a fire, or they just shut off. Which means that this thing, if you just connect it to a power bank, it's gonna be on for maybe 10-15 seconds, and then the power bank will say, well, there's like so little current, I'm not charging anything, everything's charged, I'm gonna go off, bye bye. And that's extremely annoying. So the initial solution, and it is a solution at least for most cases, is that this thing, I mean under all the PVC tape, has a resistor in, like just wired straight across the positive and negative of the power bank to, like increase the current draw. So we're basically heating up the space inside just to make it run out of a power bank, and still with that resistor, though that's on me because I wanted it to be, like as least wasteful as humanly possible, and it means that it works with a power bank, but it's janky. You need to like kind of like plug it in and plug it off a couple of times until it, I don't know, decides that now it's fine, and then it works fine. But yeah, I mean, this was outside for a good month, and with a power bank which is larger than this one, much larger. And it was going like 24 hours a day. I only needed to charge the power bank every 4 days, and it was almost spot on, which tells me that, the law of averages work. So this stuff, it averages out. And yeah, so a separate thing that might be a project that I feature at some point will be this, which I called USB dummy load. It's configurable, modular, etc., etc., and it's exactly for the purpose of turning power banks into batteries. But separate thing, back to the diorama. Artsy fartsy. So yeah, I like it, my first diorama construction. I don't think I'll be winning any awards with that. Maybe if I were 8 and done it, then maybe award would be in place. But still, I got some comments from the neighbors that essentially were that this is so nice, how are you not afraid of people just breaking it or stealing it, which I guess is the highest form of compliment you can get around this place. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, I'm gonna keep it in a safe place, and I'm gonna put it out next year and possibly forever, like as long as it's together and I'm alive. And maybe I will just rotate the tchotchkes here for a different vibe every year or whatever. So yeah, I mean, artsy fartsy stuff. There's quite a bit of that, as I've said in the 2025 video. I'm finding my feminine artistic side to also have something to offer, and we should all we should strive hard to be well-balanced people and try to be nice to each other. I mean, it's gonna make our all lives better. But yeah, as usual, thank you for watching, and remember, inspiration must flow. Make stuff, do stuff, put it on the internet, make videos, write articles and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll be seeing you in the next one.